After the interview.
I'm getting
Yeah, you don't want that on camera.
checks, so
Yeah, you don't want that on camera.
myself for that.
Okay, we are not back yet. Hold on.
Nobody.
Yeah, you don't want that on camera, believe me. Unless you're commenting on me.
And it's over.
Because the first question they always asked was how high is Gary? We said not high enough was the answer.
Nice.
Can you
not high enough.
Gary high
enough.
And we are back with JJX.
I'm proud.
I almost fell.
Careful now.
We are back with JJX.
Dude, I'd have a hard time doing
KMX interviewing, and we have a live studio audience here today of clowns. Not juggalos, but.
First off, I want to say it's so good to be back.
If Jeff was here, it'd be a gigolo.
The second thing I would like to say,
I'm not adverse to that.
as I start this interview, the second thing I would like to say as I start this interview with them is that I didn't think you guys were real. I'd always heard about Joe Jordan. I had always heard Becca talk about him show after show, time after time we're hanging out. But I didn't actually think he was a real person. Because I'd never seen him. I saw someone who looked like him came by one day really quick and then exited. So I heard about that. I heard him of having this musically talented mother who would be in the band. Always heard about it, never saw it. So kind of like religion, I couldn't believe it all the way.
Ooh.
Kind of like politics.
Now?
Yes. Now I'm a believer. Now I've seen the real thing. Now I'm still not sure about the basis. But he's not related, right? He's not.
No, that's our cousin Kevin.
That's your cousin?
I adopted him
Okay.
3 years ago. He's 3 years adopted.
That's my cousin, brother Kevin.
Okay, he's your cousin. He's not an uncle. He's not a grandfather.
Joe Arkansas.
He's too young for that.
Okay.
One
Well,
day
that's.
soon, well, never mind.
Well, in that case, now that we know, I guess the next question is, and now we know you are a family. How did this whole thing start?
Well, technically, I guess it started. I came home, and Mom was rocking out to one of my Pantera records.
No, it started when you was 1.5.
We've done this interview like 100 times.
What Pantera record was it? Was it one of their glam records, or was it like Far Beyond Driven?
No, we're talking Vulgar Display of Power.
Nice.
Okay, Vulgar Display of Power.
That's the best one.
Attack the Radical.
Yeah, which led her to then go on to buy the Great Southern Trendkill for herself. That's still not technically, it's in my collection via iTunes, but it's totally her CD initially. But she was rocking the Pantera thing, and I was like, doing the metal band at the time. And her drummer had to depart and everything, so it was like, hey Mom, do you want to play with the band for a while?
I was drafted.
And then a while became, a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then that band broke up, and then it took maybe a year or so kind of break there. And then I went on to start a band called Noise, which kind of morphed into what you're looking at now, which is JJX, the Joe Jordan Experiment.
Okay, now just to make sure, this is the only microphone available, right?
There's another one somewhere.
There's another one somewhere?
Over there.
Take
Over
down,
there.
pass it around.
Well, where is
Bottles
there?
of mic on the wall. Right there. You see the zip tie?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's pass this around.
Hit the unmute. And then we can all crowd around it like the Temptations back
It's
in the
funny
day.
how the interviewee is.
I know you won't leave me.
It's like Russell Brand get interviewed.
Testing 1, 2. Yes, we are in effect.
So, sorry we didn't figure that out before we started the interview, but what do you want? Anyway, I must ask. She started with Pantera. Did she ever cover War Nerve with her doing Phil Anselmo's spoken word? In this city, you ever do that?
I didn't make it that far. I wasn't that drunk.
I can never make it that far into that song, actually, much as I love Pantera. But okay, but I saw this. I did hear a little bit of Pantera, a little bit of post and pre-power metal Pantera in there. I also saw a little bit of column everything when you guys played, because I saw much more of a sort of I wouldn't call it funk, but I'd say it brought the funk. I saw something more flowing, something more with a metal sensibility. I'd say you remind me more of, you brought up Jimi Hendrix over there. You're the first person to bring him up. So,
I forgot I beat you to it.
yeah. He beat me to it. He beat me to Hendrix. He said Hendrix first. So, yeah, would you say you're as good as Jimi Hendrix?
Well, I mean, whoa, slow down.
Like, are you the modern day incarnation of Jimi Hendrix?
See, and this is exactly what my problem is with the media. And it doesn't even matter, small time media, big time media, they all ask those sharp questions where it's like, do you think that your cock is bigger than Jimi Hendrix's cock? What do you say,
What about Lenny Kravitz? If not Jimi Hendrix, are you just Lenny Kravitz, or are you going to go my way on this one?
Well, you know, I'm actually going my own way. Like, I'm into Lenny, I'm into Jimmy, you know what I mean?
But you got a definite thing
I like
of your
the
own.
Bob Marley thing. You know, I'm really into Dime, you know, and his work. I'm into Mars Volta. I'm into Vernon Reid from Living Colour. So it's like,
Did I hear a Cult of Personality? Did I hear you play that riff on
Yes.
yeah, we were just kind of, that's something we cover every now and again. So yeah, I was just kind of warming up and messing around with that. But.
That's what I tried to point out, that I realized the show was beginning, but that didn't happen. We're pretending all that didn't happen. Right.
Well, it's a very organic show whenever you deal with JJX. We're kind of, you know, just let it happen how it's going to happen.
Is that a good way to describe the sound? 'Cause we got some rock, we got some metal, we got some funk, reggae, we got a little bit of everything, and you're just going to let it happen the way it happens?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been working for us so far, so, you know, no sense in turning back now.
Now, how long have you had has this JJX been around?
This has been 6 years as of this September, so I guess we're kind of the 6-year anniversary show. Woo! Which is, you know, half those years with Vishnu Wardana, the other 3 with my main man Kev right here.
Oh,
and you know, we've evolved and grown and changed a bunch since, you know, he entered the band, and you know, it's, we just did a bit of a stint with Vishnu because he just went back home to Indonesia.
Okay.
Pretty much for, like, I think indefinitely, you know, he started his recording business over there, and like, just getting things going.
It's probably cheaper.
And we're trying to go out there and see him next summer.
Well, you can see Vishnu with the extra eye of Vishnu. You can do that. That would be kind of hard, but yeah. So anyway, like you strike me as someone you all strike me as people who have been playing your instruments for a while. You were saying before you had JJX, you had a Pantera tribute band where your mother would sing War Nerve. Was that what you did?
No, that's what you said.
Exactly. That's
Again, with the media, we gotta.
That's what the media.
We gotta talk about this.
I have to stop completely making up completely random facts on my own that I know are untrue.
No. Okay, so we had a metal band. Like we were still originals, but we had, called Concrete Method.
Ooh.
And like Mom ended up like joining the band. Because we were we had a drummer, and then he fell out of the band, and then we went on a search for drummers, and nobody could do what we need. Like, there's a bunch of different things going on with that.
Would your mother watch the auditions and be like, "Oh, come on, son, why can't he just do ding, 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 ding?" Like, is that how you knew? It was like, wait a minute.
There were really any auditions, like just knowing, like, it was like, you know, we'd go and jam with somebody, you know, and they didn't cut the mustard, and it'd be like, "Okay, Mom, we got this gig, you want to play?" And, you know, I mean, we didn't really go out for any gigs until like the first 2 years. Like, we really just we were just having fun jamming and rehearsing and all that.
Maybe Mom's a better drummer.
Right.
Yeah. That's the idea that I get. I get the idea. I get the idea because you don't see too many people who play in bands with mother and son. I get the idea. You kind of come from a musical family.
Yeah.
To say the very least.
For sure.
Yeah. So I mean,
my mom was a singer.
Yeah, my grandma's a singer.
Was a singer.
My granddad did the managing, and you know, he was doing that for a while, and then Mom ended up picking up the drums kind of through that, and then you know, Mom plays drums and piano, and then played a little bit of bass and guitar here and there, kind of dabbled, and then.
So if you got cut right now, if you got cut really bad, and there's a lot of blood pouring out, there'd also be a lot of music pouring in, right?
For sure.
There's music in your blood. It's basically
it would get really fucking loud in here.
Yeah, it would get really loud.
And confusing because you'd have like Baroque music going up against like, you know, speed metal going up against, you know, prog rock going up against like Earth, Wind and Fire
and
style
people would be
funk.
like, "Wait a minute, what happened?" Like, "I got cut."
Right.
I go, "Well, get a doctor. No, get a plumber. Plug me up." Right. So that's how this starts. I must say I haven't seen too many bands that have a mother and a son together. I have seen one mother who tried to manage her kids' bands, but her kids were all like 14 years old, and she was a Pink Floyd fan.
There was Cher.
There was Cher.
And then there was Cher.
And then there was Cher. That's right. Cher had her younger son play guitar with her when she was wearing pants that exposed her ass.
We won't talk about what she was wearing. She looked good in it.
Yes.
I whacked it to that video.
And she was really good at Moonstruck. Cher was really good at Moonstruck.
And with Sonny.
And with Sonny, yes.
She built Sonny up.
I got you.
Yeah, he would have never made it without Cher.
Right, well, I mean, he might as well have been a politician at that
Cher and Platform,
He was.
like, you know, boots built Sonny up, I would say.
Okay, well, anyway, so we talked about the past of JJX. Why don't we talk, currently, do you have any CDs or records or cassette tapes or 8-tracks available?
We were about to release an 8-track, and then we realized no one has an 8-track player anymore. But we thought the novelty was really cool.
Yeah.
For those guys still driving around the old Cadillacs and all they got's the 8-track. But no, we got Twisted Visions, which is available on all major online retailers like Amazon and iTunes.
When was that put out?
That finally came out after a bunch of contention last year.
Is it a full length?
It's an EP. We're actually working on our first real full length now, and that's entitled Lemonade, and that'll be out soon.
Luminate?
Yeah, Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Yeah.
Lemonade.
Cool, refreshing drink.
Lemonade.
Take lemons and make lemonade.
Lemonade, not luminol. Lemonade.
The Illuminati? That's a group that's trying to rule the world?
No, not the Illuminati.
Okay, the Illuminati.
Not yet.
Okay, yes, it's not a political band. So we don't talk about lemonade conspiracies.
But we're not political, but we're not political.
Not political, right. Well, anyway, I know that group is just a lie anyway. That could never happen. They can never do anything to me.
See? Every time I start talking about boxing.
Right.